Last time on Problems Personified, Jethro Tallier! This time on Problems Personified. So, you guys immediately upon entering the precinct see Captain Sunspot turn around, completely abandoning his previous conversation, exclaim Jethro Tallier, and then start walking towards you guys. And Captain Sunspot, by the way, is a fire genasi who is literally made out of fire. And is wearing full plate embroidered with the symbol of the sun. What are you guys doing as he's just marching down the hall towards you at rapid pace?
First off, I'm just gonna. This doesn't mean anything, but I find it funny. I'm just gonna do this. Okay.
I'm guessing you made a stealth check? A deception check?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Happy to see him, yeah?
Okay, yeah. Scytheless, you doing anything as he's marching towards you with surprising speed?
Wow, Jethro, is that him? Wow.
He's currently in the middle of a very quick prayer, just like still like looking like he's opening the door. Just like, His tush guide my hand, let your wisdom be my sword. Okay.
Okay.
And just looks up with a convincing smile.
Scytheless is genuinely beaming. She's so
Yep.
excited to meet this guy that Jethro has been hyping up this whole time.
Hyping up
is
in
a-
quotes.
He's a very, very strenuous use of that.
She interprets it as hyping him up.
All right. So as you do your separate prayers and questions, Captain Sunspot reaches you too, and he was originally heading directly towards Jethro, but quickly noticed Scytheless, who is a new and intriguing person. And he just turns to you, though you can't see a face because he doesn't have one. And he just goes, "Well, another plant lady. I am glad to meet you," and holds out a gauntleted hand to shake.
Yeah, I'll shake it.
Okay.
Wow, are you Sunspot?
Yes, of course I am, my dear. Captain Sunspot at your service.
Wow, Jethro he's been talking about you all day. He really admires and respects you.
Of course he does.
Hearing so many great things.
Jethro is a good lad. He just turns and puts a heavy hand on your shoulder, just patting your shoulder, Jethro.
Still just smiling, not speaking unless spoken to.
He shakes you slightly and looks at Scytheless. Here's one of my most trusted subordinates. Isn't that right,
Yeah,
Jethro?
Yes, it is, Sunspot, and speaking of various kinds of chain of command, I do hope you don't mind our initiative if you've heard about current proceedings.
Of course I've heard about your current proceedings. You have done wonderful work, Jethro. And might I add, your pissing off of the bureaucrats has brought me a little bit of joy.
Can I ask for some clarification on what kind of bureaucrats? The ones of this city or the ones I actually adhere to?
Both, likely.
The smile is definitely more strained now. Wonderful.
He turns back to Scytheless. So, what brings you to our wonderful city? I believe I've met another of your kind once before. She immediately left my presence.
Oh, you have? What exactly did she look like?
I only got a quick glance of her, but she had vines all over her body and looked very much like you, except longer, less bushy hair. Then she turned into a bird and flew over me.
A bird? Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Scytheless.
Scytheless, wonderful to meet you. Just grabs your hand again and shakes it vigorously.
Yeah, and just small flowers just blooming over a canopy. Just
okay.
Wow, it's so you met my sister? Oh, this
Your
is
sister.
well. Yes, actually, that's the whole reason I'm here. I mean, you probably know I'm not from around here. Uh, I'm from deep south in the jungle. I come from a place. Hmm, well, let's just say it's a really long journey from there, and I'm on a really special quest from my people that I just needed to find my sister. Actually, I heard she was missing, and
Oh
we
dear.
couldn't contact her. And so, hearing that you've seen her, do you know where she is? Where she went?
Unfortunately, I do not know where she's been, but if it is a mission you on, I will not stand in your way. You have our full
Oh,
resources at your disposal, including Jethro.
Jethro's been
Yes.
just so helpful. I've been helping him with some errands all day, and we were actually just talking about how he would uh, go about getting me payment of these metal coins that you guys use all the time.
Ah, yes, gold. The thing that makes our world go round, besides honor and hope. And he, like, strikes
Wow.
a regal pose. And, like, you can see him turning to face side profile, despite, again, not having a face. Oh, yeah, his
um,
cloak also billows. I forgot, he has a
oh,
cloak of
of course, of
billowing.
course, it has to.
Of course. Yes. Scythus here has been quite helpful in the ongoing investigation. As well, I am not the most inquisitive sort, and the helping hand has been nice, so I've decided for the length of the investigation a sort of temporary payroll. Something to compensate for the time it has taken out of her life.
I can certainly help in that, give you a good word with the bureaucrats. Maybe smoothen
Oh.
things over.
That would be wonderful. And if you could ensure that they know the gratitude, or not gratitude, the how important what we're currently doing is, so they're less mad about me doing my job, that would be amazing.
Of
Why would they be
course.
mad about you doing your job? You do such an excellent work.
Because politicians don't like when we do our job.
That seems kind of weird.
It is
Well,
weird
it
and
means more work for
unfortunate.
them.
Oh, interesting.
Either way, Jethro, congratulations on going outside and, well, doing your job. I know you've been stuck pushing papers for a while. I'm proud of you. Like, again, both hands on shoulders, like, shakes you a little bit like a proud father.
Well, it is part of my job description, but the paper pushing, despite how much I dislike it, is at times more important.
Of course. Well, I will leave you two to your various jobs. I must return to a conversation. He turns around and he just keeps the turn and turns back.
Before you go, I would like to know how's Babel doing. I heard you procured him.
Ah, yes. That is actually what I was in conversation with. I wanted to sequester him again, but unfortunately he is asleep, and your others refuse to let me access to him.
As much as you're well aware that we appreciate your work, just if you could let me know next time you need his help, as I may need his for other tasks throughout the day. A warning would be nice.
Of course! I will do my best to warn you.
Thank you.
He turns once again and like starts marching down the hallway again and sees the people he was talking to are completely fucking gone and then just walks down that way anyways.
He's out of sight, yeah?
Yeah, he like goes and turns down a hallway.
Jethro stands there, same pose for like 10 seconds, and then you just see the life leave his body.
Wow, he was just so nice. I can see why you
Yes.
like him so much.
Yes, he is truly wondrous every time he enters a room. Glowing some would say.
He really was. I
I've
mean,
had to replace a few floors.
everyone, a lot of, a lot of people here, you know, I mean, I've seen them around on my journey, but I mean, I guess he seems like as unique to me as I might be to you. Like, I've never seen a person made of fire.
No, I'm starting to realize, maybe I shouldn't have let that handshake happen. I don't know what. That was an oversight on my part, but I'm glad nothing happened.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, I figured since he had a glove on, it was all right. It was quite warm. You know, it wasn't the the most comfortable thing, but you know, it's sort of like the warmth of the sun and it just like a warm afternoon standing around him.
Jethro, you would know
Yes,
because you've been around him a lot. He's only about 10 degrees hotter than a normal average person, as
oh,
he's
really?
a
Can he
magical
still
flame.
ignite stuff?
He can if he really concentrates.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He
Damn,
doesn't
the
just
floor joke out of nowhere.
The floor.
yeah. He doesn't just walk around and ignite everything.
Alright.
Damn.
I assumed it wasn't by touch, but whatever the inner part of the flame would be relatively hotter, but yeah.
Yeah, he lays down on the floor and it just burns.
He melts through.
Alright. Yes, I will agree with you saying that he's like a warm autumn or more summer's day. However, the problem arises when it is always a summer's day.
Oh man, I wish it was always a summer day.
Do
I
not.
mean, hmm,
Wait,
hmm?
you're a plants like maybe that doesn't work. You would actually probably like that.
Yeah, I think I do. Um, it was interesting. It's interesting how he met my sister. Uh, he said she turned into a bird and flew away. So, can,
Might be a good idea to pursue that at a,
hmm,
well, both of your earliest convenience. Maybe you can get a locale he was at to investigate it. Maybe even direction said bird went. Any lead is better than no lead.
yeah, but that'll have to be for tomorrow, I think. It's pretty late in the
Indeed.
day.
I feel like I exhausted the last bit of energy I had. Then and there. I don't think my legs work anymore, and if they do, I cannot feel them.
Honestly, I feel quite like reinvigorated. But yeah, I think a good night's rest is probably the best for you and for the both of us. I just
Just
like
more
look
of a
around.
general question. Do you even have muscles? Or is it all
She just kind of like looks her arms up and down, like, uh,
I just realized I
I
needed to
never
put fucking ambience.
never exactly thought about the comparison between me and mammalian creatures, but I imagine it's a lot like muscle.
Steve kind of just like looks off in the distance and just thinks. You know, you could probably make a lot of money selling research like that to various kinds of researchers and alchemists. You should look into that as a career.
I'm not sure I follow what you mean, like alchemy and herbalism.
More what you are and how you work.
Hmm. I'm not terribly different from a plant. I mean, well, hmm. Yeah, it's sort of like I feel like I'm a mix of both. I mean,
That's why it would be so interesting.
hmm.
You should write this down. Seriously, head to a larger city, speak to the smartest individual there. I guarantee they will pay you fortunes of the small, round pieces of metal that you can use for trade.
There are
You would...
larger cities than Kivas here.
Yes.
I thought this is the biggest city I've ever seen in my life. Like I can look down the street and it's just buildings as far as the eye can see. There's bigger cities than this.
Then they get just extraordinarily worse the larger they get.
Worse in what way? Like the bureaucrats, you say?
The largest city are where all the bureaucrats stay.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess they gotta go somewhere.
Yes, somewhere that isn't infested by people like you or me.
Hmm. Um, so we were talking before about staying accommodations. You mentioned a barracks or a an inn or a tavern. What sort of
Well,
thing do you think I could afford?
well, I would be providing the coin for an inn. It would essentially be a little bit off some of my own and a small fraction of what I would eventually give you for assisting in this, too, so you don't have to deal with a barracks. Do you know? You don't know what the barracks is. It's where a lot of people, usually soldiers, guards, sleep and live.
Oh, we have things like that. It's oh yeah, we just have everybody in a particular commune will just huddle together and we all just share warmth and it's just so pleasant and there's pillows and people tell stories late into the night and there's whispers. Ah, it's just so pleasant.
That is nothing like the barracks I speak of. Imagine that, but none of the warmth, dreary walls, occasional screaming.
Screaming, why would they? Oh, I know why they. Interesting.
I'm
My
not going to
God,
dig deeper
Cypress.
into that.
Oh my God.
Right, but I will leave it up to you if you prefer the privacy of, well, as much as you can get at an inn, or one of the two barracks I have at my disposal.
Uh,
Hmm.
Jethro, what's your passive perception?
Let me check. It is a 14.
14. Okay. You see at kind of the end of the hallway over in your section of the facility, you just see your subordinate. I have to get his name because I forgot
I
to write
believe
it
in
down
you.
in my notes. You see Marius Borelli just kind of like motioning you to come over and is like looking at where Sunspot went.
Do you mind if we move this conversation somewhere else really quick? To Sightless.
Um, I suppose so. I'll just follow wherever you lead.
Right,
I,
okay, this way then. And straight over to Marius.
Okay.
Morelius.
Morelius,
Words.
Marius, you're the one who gave him a name.
Same thing.
Is it
Yeah, it
Marius?
is.
Yeah, it's
Marius. It
Marius.
is Marius. It's pronounced Marius,
Yes.
yes.
You see Marius, who is a kind of like a panther tabaxi, though rather skinny and not nearly as strong, and has this forever mischievous look on his face. He gestures you over, just kind of like when you get close, pulls you around the wall. Says, "I believe Sunspot is gone. Yes."
Yes, he walked away quite a bit ago. Was he looking for you? Was he trying to recruit you again?
No, he was looking for our cleric.
I, I, I trust you've hidden him away well, yes?
No, I just locked his door.
That works well enough, I guess.
Yes. Anyways, I wanted to get your permission for 2, maybe 3 days out of the city.
You know I'm quite lenient with your ventures, but why?
I am investigating an illegal port out of the city. I believe that they are selling drugs there.
Right, has this been brought up to the rest of the guard at all, or is this more of
No.
a... Alright,
That is why I'm telling you.
would you, humor me for a moment, and don't let your enthusiasm get in the way, but I would like to run that by Asia first, just to ensure that we have all our bases covered before you go out on an expedition such as that.
Of course. Though I would very much so like to staunch the flow of drugs into the city and out of the city.
Yes, I would too, but things like that are dangerous, and we are few. We have to deal with the more high-rise problems, but we will see. I do agree with your want to get rid of that. It is a just cause, but need to remember why we're here.
You see him think for a second. The reason why we're here is to stop crimes like this, yes?
We are here to monitor the city guard and ensure they are stopping said crimes and deal with higher corruption. If it's hidden out there, is it a larger ring? If so, then yes, that would fall within our purview, but maybe not to go directly take it down on our own.
Oh, no, I'm not going to take it down. I want to scout. I want to make sure that I have my information correct. I do not know exactly where it is. I want to find it.
Right, I need to ask, is there any information you have other than that it exists?
You see, Istin Kadyu, who is a, rather surprisingly beefy, kind of a base, crow Kenku, who's just been leaning against the wall beside him, and like, he's older. You can see that his feathers are graying a little bit, have lost their luster, and the right side of his face is kind of just gone and re-sewn up, and a massive part of his beak has been replaced with metal. And he looks up. We do have a bit more information than that. We know that ships come in and out every few weeks, and we know the general location of it. We know it exists, and we know that it's, well, there's traffic going in and out. Other than that, no, not really.
Right. Well, you're telling me the information's good, and considering you bothered telling it to me, I assume you're fine with this too. I would still like to bring it up to Asia first, but for now you have my grace.
Alright. He just nods, and, names, so many names. And
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm the one who allowed you to do this, so it's my fault. Marius just goes, well, that's good enough for me. No, we just wait. I'm going to go back to my room and lock it. He just walks back
Wait,
further. Yes?
Be sure to let a few of the, we'll say, more trained city guards know where you're going. Maybe have them set up a kind of meeting point halfway through, so if perchance something goes wrong, we get the information sooner rather than later. I rather wouldn't have to deal with a sort of brokering scenario between a drug smuggling ring outside of our jurisdiction and all of you caught in their grasp.
No, actually, thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. He walks back over you and he fishes around in his pocket a little bit and hands you a small stone, a sending stone, just in case something happens.
How much of your pay did you spend on this?
Looks side to side. I'm not going to answer that question.
Right, we will discuss the, we will discuss this later, but, well, for now, this
You
is
didn't steal
important
it.
for your safety. That's not what I was suggesting. I was just hoping maybe he'd be a bit more cautious with his finances.
He didn't pay for it either.
Now I am just curious.
You see Mary's just trying desperately to hold back that fucking sly look, like trying desperately not to smile, his face twitching, just, I think it is based that they go. He turns
You gambled
around and
for it,
walks
didn't
away.
you? You gambled for it.
He fucking walks away into his room, closes it, you hear the lock. Which, by the way, you have a master key to. You see, you see Istian just kind of look at you, shrug. He does what he does.
He
Like,
does do what he does. Just make sure when it backfires on him, he doesn't die, and you
I always
don't
do.
get caught in the crossfire. Yes, you are. Yes, there's a reason I assigned you to him, and I know. I hope you don't hate me for that.
Nah, I don't hate you. Yeah, I have to go a bit faster than I normally would, but
Eh,
it's a
well,
problem
a
when it
bit of
becomes a
exercise
problem.
never hurt. Hmm. Regardless, I would. Well, I would be quite afraid to see something you'd have to move faster either towards or away from, so I think that's fine.
I think the worst thing that I haven't been able to outrun was a cannon, and just like fucking taps the side of his beak, which is just metal. And you know the story behind that. He literally took a cannonball to the face.
Ow.
Yeah.
Right. You know, despite the injuries you've sustained, you seem to wave that around like some sort of. Right, Do I have to deal with that at some point? Am I gonna get a cannon shot at me?
Maybe.
Wonderful.
Just
I'm
don't go to
looking
the
forward
front
to
lines.
it. Hopefully not. My place is here, and I believe the work I'm doing here is important enough to avoid that.
Let's hope. He walks back and like very slowly, does not give a single shit if Captain Sunspot like comes back, just opens his door and walks in, doesn't close it.
Where is Sightless been during all of this?
That's what I was wondering. Was I in the space of this conversation, or does?
You could have, if you wanted
Okay.
to, yeah.
I think she's probably just like wandering around at this point, like just
Okay.
she kind of staying within like earshot, like general earshot of the conversation, just so she knows like uh when to like go back and group up with him again. But she's probably just like wandering down the halls or just like looking at the like architecture, just taking it all in.
Yeah, the building itself is very kind of a bare bones, utilitarian kind of place. Walking down the hall in order to get where Jethro's going, you also like pass right by the cafeteria where there's just a lot of people eating and laughing and talking. It's a pretty joyous scene. You hear off to the right down a hall just the echoes of Captain Sunspot yelling enthusiastically. It is a cramped space with a lot of people moving through it because it's shift change right now. But not entirely aggressive or sad.
Yeah. Just like camaraderie of coworkers.
Yeah, camaraderie and tiredness.
Yeah. All right. When she hears like the conversation, like people start to like leave out of the talk, she'll probably just make her way back to Jethro. Interesting place you have here. The walls are so narrow and
All soul-sucking.
could use with a little bit of sunlight. I mean, I guess is that Sunspot's role here to brighten up the place? It all just seems a little bit drab.
Well, it is a building that, in the horrendously unlikely scenario that we are pushed back here, can be used as a defensive installation. Hard stone, kind of taps the walls. Small windows, don't let in light, but keep people inside safe. A sort of community center / fortress / barracks / just it's everything. And it's so cramped.
Maybe you could talk to the people who the decorators of this place. Maybe get some tapestries or some paintings, maybe a couple of like potted plants. I know. I mean, maybe it might liven up the mood.
Well, that would be incredibly costly. Um, and money we do not have, as we are currently worrying about ensuring the guards are well equipped, that having a functioning sword comes before potted plants.
That just seems so backwards. Anyway, um,
No, Jethro, you'd also know they don't have anything down the main hallway or for like 30 feet down any of the side hallways because you have to walk through the barracks to get to the prison. So, people don't sneak in and break people out because the city is full of adventurers. So
Yeah,
they don't
Yeah.
want adventurers causing fucking havoc.
yeah. Right.
Um,
Well, nothing is. There's no regulation on you livening up your corner of the barracks.
maybe I will stay at the barracks then. Seems like, these people seem so, I mean, they seem like they're happy, but it seems like they're smiling through the pain in a certain way. It's kind of like you.
Oh my god.
Going to ignore that.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
You may be good at reading people, but to just say something like that out in the open with no nuance is generally frowned upon.
Okay.
Just please, if we meet one of these politicians, do not say something like that in front of them.
Politician. Oh, is that like a high level bureaucrat?
Yes.
So like, are they more beloved by the people or worse?
Depends.
These places are so needlessly complex. Anyway, where's the barracks? Where was the
Right,
place?
so. Do we have like an empty room or one that could be shared, you know?
You
We
don't
have
have
a
an
broom
empty
closet.
You don't have an empty room for any of your guys, but the your cleric, fucking what was his name, Bebelgroffer.
Yeah.
You do know that he has a quite large room with cots for people that he needs to heal. So you could put her there.
Alright. That would probably be the best area, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, I will show you to where, if you decide to stay here, you'll be for the night then. And yeah, off to Cleric's room. The triage.
Yeah. You walk about 15 feet to the cleric's room because you're in your section. He's just at the end of the hallway.
Just like a quick look left and right down the hallways. No sunspot, yeah?
From this angle you can't see. You're the hallway that you guys are on is like in the very back, and it's split into two. Like the main hall goes right down the middle of your section. So from the cleric's room, no.
Good.
Shaped like a T.
Just
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like a knock on the door, you know? Sunspot is gone. It's safe to open the door for the time being. I don't know how long it will be safe. So the quicker you can, the better. I have an interesting person here.
Hello, and I'll just like kind of peek in.
The door's
not
locked.
open. Yeah, it's locked.
Oh, it's locked. Oh, I thought you like opened the door and was talking to somebody.
You
Nope.
You say this, and you wait 15 seconds. No response.
I'm really putting my own morals to test here by waiting.
Is there someone in there?
There's presumably someone in there.
I can open the door if you like.
No, I can open the door well enough on my own.
Wait, still no response.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, no response.
It unlocks the door.
Okay. You unlock the door and walk in, and immediately on the left, you see Bebel, another Crow Kenku, who just has like this fucking mess of crest feathers. Just like like he's never preened it in his life. Just a giant rat's nest of hair poking out from his bed, and you see him face first in a pillow. He is dead asleep.
You know, I just assumed they locked the door and told everyone that he was asleep. I didn't think he was actually asleep.
If you do remember, first episode, I mentioned that he had been up for 72 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you get that point, you know,
Yeah.
you just go until you collapse.
That looks like an uncomfortable way to sleep.
I don't think he had a choice, really.
How many like beds or like how are they laid out in this room?
There would be 6 cots, kind of, in like through the entire middle and right side of the room, evenly spaced out, about like 5 feet, to not encourage the spread of disease. And
Are there any
currently there's
windows?
no one in there.
Any windows?
There are 2 very small, like, cellar windows.
Nice. Are they like paned or just like open always?
No, they're not painted. It's just clear glass.
Okay. Okay.
You can't open
Do they
them, though.
open?
No.
Oh damn.
They are set in there.
Man, if you could, I mean, the best I mean, I assume this is like a healing room. I mean, the best healing is always just a good amount of fresh air. I don't know why you would make windows that can't open or close.
Well, the problem comes when the air isn't the freshest.
I guess, yeah, the air is kind of, has a strange flavor to it.
Brain shutting down. Yes,
course.
that would be the mass amount of wood fires we have for cooking, industry, all that sort of stuff. Just
Yeah.
normal fires, houses burning down, riot fires.
The food here is also, I mean, from what I've tasted, it's really flavorless and kind of just has a weird, burnt, drab taste to it.
What did you eat?
No, that's not. The food is pretty good.
Well, there was a bit by the cobblestones that I had earlier.
That wasn't food.
Sure, it was. I mean, it was kind of devoid of. Well, it had no flavors or complex tastes, but it was kind of earthy.
You ate moss.
No, it wasn't moss. It might have just been dirt, but not soil. You know. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not eat soil?
No, no, we
Oh.
don't.
What do you eat? I mean, I know that animals like eat each other's flesh and whatnot, and I mean, it's
Yes, we partake in the consumption of flesh.
interesting.
This conversation is getting weird. I'm going to leave you here. Please, when the probable, we'll say, kerfuffle happens in the morning, there will be one person in here overreacting. Don't make it two. Just
Okay.
kind of like a thumbs up.
I'll just like kind of look at my hand, just mimic him, just like thumbs up as well.
Just close the door and you can just hear it lock on the other side.
Wonder what that gesture means. I'm going to take a moment to just like take in the space of the room. I'm gonna like lay out my bag on one of the cots, and then I assume Bebel is like just fucking like face first plopped on one of the cots, right?
He's in his own actual bed.
He's on his own actual bed.
Yeah, the bottom left of the room.
I'm just gonna take a moment and just like move him, like hoist him properly onto the bed, and then just like put the cover
Okay.
over him.
Yeah, you move him into a more comfortable sleeping position.
I mean, what good is sleeping when you're not in the right? Anyway, hopefully that will This place does need some plants. And are there anything that is there anything that looks like it could be used as like a flower pot?
There are certainly a couple of chamber pots.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna fill them with just like, or not fill them, just like put like a layer or two of like just rich soil, and then I'm just gonna like sprinkle some assorted jungle seeds in there
Okay, yeah.
and place it just kind of by the window.
All right, yeah. You place two pots below the windows because that's all really that you can fit with the tiny windows.
Awesome.
It
Those will be great in a couple of months.
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing to liven up the place, but you feel better.
It's a start.
Okay, Jethro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have anything else to do? Sorry.
No, I think I was just gonna go through my things, just kind of lay down, maybe take out some parchment and start writing notes from the day.
So, Jethro.
Jethro, I've still got all those deeds and like all that stuff written down about the deeds and leases that we're stolen. It is red tape time.
Okay.
Give that to whoever takes care of like land properties here. Report all that as stolen and void. Any of those.
Yep, you go over to the other side of the building, hand those over to the bureaucrats because this is the municipal and main place where all the officers are. So you hand that off to the proper authorities. Do all that. You've been through the motions 1,000 times.
Yep. Yay! Other than that, It's Azio awake. Azio? Yeah.
Yeah, she wakes up at about the time you wake up. And
All right.
right now it's dinner.
All right. Just kind of find her.
Make an investigation or perception check.
I was about to say, oh no, but okay. 13.
That was a trick. She's not here.
Damn.
You look around, you can't find her.
Damn.
Sometimes this does happen. Sometimes, they come in
work.
later. Yeah.
Jethro goes to his room/office, looks at the horrendous pile of papers, and collapses.
All right, you collapse and go right the fuck to sleep. Okay.
Yep.
Let me get different ambience on as we are going to go to Kingslayer.
Ooh.
You hear, Ben? Ben!
Yep.
There you are.
1 second. All right. Okay. So what's all going on?
So, last time, if you remember, you had just gotten finished talking with your boss. Again, more names that I have to scroll up to. Yeah, you just got finished talking with Fayette, and giving her the stolen deeds, which she was very excited for, and telling her all the news that you had found.
Would we know that the fact that I blatantly robbed that man would mean that she possibly she would know that they could become void?
Oh yeah, she's very well aware.
Oh, so I think we have some kind of little sneaky play.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is obviously the deeds. If he doesn't get them back in time, they could really fuck with that. And also, she now has a copy of his signature, which is very important.
All right. So what was it? Or as Fayette said to go and find Jethro.
Yeah,
right.
Her orders were to work with Jethro. and get
Okay.
the seer back.
Hmm.
The night
Is
is
there?
yours.
Okay. What time is it like right now?
It's about 7 o'clock.
Mm.
Yeah. People are eating, starting to wind down for the night.
Oh, sorry. I forget? Did I ask Fiat for a like dossier or whatever
You
on
did not.
Jethro? Let's see. Do I know who? Is there anyone that I could go to for that other than her?
Yeah, you could probably go to, boop, 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 boop. You could probably go to, Amon, the butler. Or you could probably go to Garrett.
I'll go to Amon. I
Okay.
haven't talked with him.
Yeah, you know generally where he hangs about. He usually stays with Esmir, keeping, or sorry, not Esmir, fucking Kalen, taking care of him in his old age. So you head over to their side of the home or mansion. You find him just kind of sitting next to Kalen, watching the rain.
Amon, I have a request of you.
Of course, anything for King.
Fiat's tasked me with working with a paladin, Jethro. Said he owes us a favor. I need a dossier on him. Any sort of information that would be useful for bending his arm or, well, holding something over him.
Can't you write that yourself?
Wait, what?
Can't you write that yourself?
Hold on, his accent's too. What do you say? You can't do all that yourself?
Can't you write that yourself? Was that his accent? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh. I think it was deeper and less Australian. Oh, whatever.
But hold on, it's like I'm still a little bit tired from yesterday. Or from
It's
yesterday, so he
fine.
said, "Can't you write that yourself?" What does he mean by that? Like, can't I
can't you just go do it yourself?
Oh, I see. All right. Well, I was thinking, or I had assumed that since he owed us some sort of favor, we'd already have that information on hand.
Well, I'm sure that we do, but go look through the files.
All right. Thank you, Alman. How's Kalen? Or how's Kalen? Right?
Yep.
How's Kalen doing?
Confused as ever. Yeah, in poor health.
Wouldn't think he'd have much long left in this world.
I hope he doesn't. Living without a mind is no way to live.
I've heard, what King would probably know this, like, was, how long ago did Esmir die?
Esmir died. I think I have that written down. She died about 30 years ago.
Was
Wait,
that
no,
in, like,
not 30. 20 years ago.
and like about how long ago was Kalen's mind going? Shortly after? Or...
Yeah, shortly after. Just grief-stricken. And he was already turning old.
No life to live like that. Especially not after he lost Esmir.
Indeed, Master King.
Ever long for the old days, Amon.
Every waking moment. Wish we could go back there. Waging war unseen. Pirating, stealing. Making deals. It was good then.
Simple.
I wouldn't say simple, but fun. for sure.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Have a good evening.
You as well, King. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'll
turn and leave.
head to our files, I guess.
Yep, the files are kept in the basement in a very secure strong room, which you'd have combination and key to. It is literally like a vault. Yeah, you open it up with slight effort on your part, as it is a heavy door just creaking open, and enter into the files room. Just cabinets and shelves full of paperwork.
Alright, I guess I'll look around for, like, I guess our, how do we have it divided up? Like, I'm guessing employee, or like a personnel section, and then employees, and then like probably an assets type
Oh
thing.
yeah, there's assets listed. There's also peoples of interest. He would probably be in the persons of the persons of interest.
Persons of incest.
Yeah, the persons of incest. Let's fucking go, ladies and gentlemen.
It's open, opens up. Oh! I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah, you actually, in order to find this stuff, you're probably gonna need to make an investigation check, because you're sorting
Okay.
through a massive amount of files.
Yeah, do I at least get an advantage by being able to check for J?
No.
No.
I mean, that's how you do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
18.
You've been through the files enough. Yeah, you quickly sort through and find only a single sheet of paper of Jethro.
Alright. Well, I got on that.
Let me get the notes, because I actually wrote stuff down. Okay, so do you have notes open?
Yep. 1 second.
Actually, I can probably just fucking copy and paste it to your DMs. Also, sorry for the silence, all the people who aren't watching. Come on, paste. Come on. Apple computers. Alright, there you go. Not a whole lot is actually known about his personal life. And, yeah. Despite being a public figure, he holds most of his things close to his chest.
Has some influence. What Sourhorn Sanctum, a paladin.
Just
Warrior.
giving away all the information you know about him? Just letting the Zach know.
Now I know everything.
You know everything.
Thank you for informing me.
Zach now knows. I know surface level information about him.
Yeah. And also that he owes the Golden Tides a favor.
Yeah. Would we have any files on the Tellier family, given they're a noble family?
Possibly. I don't know that much about the Tallier family.
You want me to?
Yeah, the surface level stuff, because they haven't looked that much into your family.
You want me to impart that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Two parents, Ida and Hugo, and then last name is obviously Tallier. Father was a higher-ranking paladin for a long time, served in the military for a decent bit before retiring in a fairly nice house, nothing too special, and essentially living off the wealth he gained through his times. And that was Hugo. Ida is again, minor noble, mostly anywhere the noble blood and noble standing of the family would come from. Daughter of a very minor noble family, but just generally through higher learning, writing a few books and study is, again, just risen ever so slightly in the kind of bureaucracy of the sanctum. But all in all, just very plain, you know.
Just
see.
kind of general minor nobility, really.
Yep.
Okay. Who can I go to with tasking some like spies or people?
You could probably just find some of the better known criminals out here. You could hire some people.
I think I will.
Costs money.
Oh no, whatever role I do.
Hey, it's just making you aware.
Oh. So who would I go to with that? Like, who? Or like, is anyone within the grounds, or would I have to contact
Within the
someone else?
grounds, no. I mean, you could probably go to fucking names. Sorry, you could probably go to Fayette and basically just tell her like, hey, I want to hire some people, and give her money, and she can do it for you.
Alright.
Or you could go out
Okay.
to find some people on your own.
Alright. Well, since she's already got me tasked with Jethro, I guess I'll just put it up with her, so I'm gonna go back to Fayette.
Okay, you go back to Fayette. You go outside at first to find her, but find that she's not there, and go back up to her room, and she's looking over the deeds. Oh, hello, Jethro. Or no, Jethro. Hello, King.
Hold on a second. Caught me off guard for a second.
Yep.
Ugh. I had hello again, Fayette. Sorry to bother you.
No
I did
bother at all.
have a request. I need to hire some people for a bit of a information gathering.
Oh, don't be so general.
I looked through our files on that Jethro that you asked me to look into and work with. I was hoping to get some more information on him, but, well, everything we have on him and his family is rather surface level. I was wondering if you could get some rather good investigators to see what they could uncover about the Talir family, or the Talir family, and Jethro himself.
That can be done easily. Do you have the gold? I would hate to have it come out of my own pocket.
How much would it be?
Only 50.
Yep, let me see here. Yep. That's hand her over the gold.
Okay, you hand her over a couple of platinum. Alright, that will be done in the morning. I have business with these, and kind of just slaps the pile of paperwork.
Yes. Thank you.
And once again, well done. I mean, truly. This will probably be void come tomorrow morning, but still useful information on these.
I figured it would be, seeing as how messily that whole... Well, I didn't go there to rob the man, but... Well, figured I'd rather not walk away completely empty-handed.
They did see you then, huh?
They did, but I believe my face was well enough muddled. But, well, my other extremities, I'd imagine he was able to extrapolate some amount of detail from. I'd imagine had he talked to the guards, well, let's just
I'll
hope
have them
that
watched
the
then.
just hope that the word of a Warforged being responsible wouldn't get around, so I could get back to Jethro.
Probably
I
will.
took- I did tell her of my meeting with Jethro, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Very well.
Let me see. Yes. Good night, Fayette.
Good night to you.
How much platinum did that cost me?
5 platinum, so 50 gold.
Okay. Wait, oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember,
There,
10 gold is 1 platinum.
yeah, I'll subtract 5 of my platinum.
You doing anything else tonight?
Well, let me see. Let me look through my notes real quick at characters. Hmm. I'm not sure I should bother Garrett at all.
All right. You'd also know that Chesley is doing her afternoon studies, or her
Yeah.
late afternoon studies.
I guess I'll just go back and check in on Alexander then.
Okay. You go back over to Alexander's room, the place where you usually stay most of your nights. And when you get up to the door, you actually hear voices on the other side.
Hmm. Do I recognize them?
Easily. Yeah, it's Garrett. You hear him saying a bedtime story,
Oh.
just reaching the end.
I guess I'll wait outside for him to finish.
You hear him finish the story. There's a little bit of silence after. Then he speaks up again. I know you probably can't hear this, Alexander, but I want to know that I love you very much. And I'm working tirelessly day and night to try and heal you. You can't hear this. About another minute of silence. Then you hear footsteps approaching the door. Door opens up and you see Garrett standing there. Garrett is... I can't remember the name of the bird, but it's the one that has kind of like the heart-shaped like orange spot on their face, like on their eyes and going down to their beak. Kind of gray or off-white feathers that turn to black at the tips. Yeah. Very, very kind of slick back looking everything, except also just a wild mess of plume feathers. He spends a lot of his nights working on machinery and various contraptions. So, dark bags under the eyes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Hello, King.
Good evening, Garrett. I take it young Alexander's asleep.
Yes, like always.
Any new developments in his condition?
He just shakes his head.
Though it's not my intention, I did slightly eavesdrop. Is there anything I could acquire for you that would assist you in helping the lad?
I don't think so. I guess if you could somehow procure blood of another wild magic sorcerer, then maybe. But I don't know if that actually would do anything.
How much do you suppose you'd need?
As much as you could get. I don't know. He's the only wild magic sorcerer I've ever met.
Well, should I come across one, I'll be sure to spill his blood.
Not violently. I'd rather you pay for it.
Yes, of course, of course. After all, I'm not going to be very good at getting it back to you if I get killed by a wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah.
But I will keep my eye out.
Thank you, King. I'm going to go back downstairs and cry now. He walks away.
Try- Do try to get some rest, Garrett.
Maybe. He walks.
Yeah, as he walks away, King just kind of gives like, wait, what now?
I was just gonna say he just walks away and down the stairs.
As that King just kind of gives a little like kind of head shake at him as he walks, or like just after he's already turned around and walked. It's just like, man burdens himself with much.
I'm guessing you're gonna stay the night in Alexander's room again, as that's kind of your normal post.
Yeah, considering Warforged are just basically aware throughout their rest.
Yep, that's the entire reason they have you here, or in his room specifically.
Yep.
You walk back into poor Alexander's room, covered in in bloodied rags, and in a constant morphine-induced coma.
Poor little buddy.
And you go on your century's rest. Sightless. I have to stop the ambience. So, Sightless. Here is the resource that you have that the others don't, because, Jethro has the cops that he can work with. King has an entire criminal empire at his disposal. And you have the dream.
Yes.
So as you go to sleep, you can feel kind of a little bit muffled of a connection to the dream. You
okay, hang on. One real quick one thing before she goes to sleep. I just wanna I don't mean to like sidebar this thing that you have here. Instead of scattering seeds in the fucking chamber pot, could she have planted that little that cutting of the thirster vine?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. She's gonna do that, and she's gonna put it just kind of like try and prop it up on the windowsill if it'll stay there.
Oh, the windowsill is absolutely not big enough. Yeah, you put it kind of like in the center of the room, so when the sun comes in, it'll
I'll just
shine
put
through
it
the window.
somewhere where it'll get just like as much sunlight as it can.
Yeah.
Just have it there. The leaves will kind of just be there. She'll maybe like try and say a little druidic blessing or guidance or something over it, just so it makes sure it is healthy as it takes root. And then she'll sit in bed and she'll just kind of hum a tune to herself and cast and ritual cast locate animals or plants. And try to just focus on the same kind of thirster vine. I don't know if it. Now this might be kind of stretching the wording of the spell a little bit, but is there where I could exclude the current thirster vine that I've encountered and the one that I have near me from this? Because it says the closest one.
Because you know that one, it's literally within your eyesight, so I'll allow you to go for another one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna concentrate on, just focus on the thirster vine. Like, she's around here somewhere, and where she goes, she seems to be spreading these around the city. Yeah. So just
I have to actually think of where specifically the closest one is, because I have thought about different locations.
Yeah.
Where is the closest one? You sense one about 700 feet off, kind of to the south of your current position.
The south?
No, not 7. I'll go like 550 feet off.
Okay.
Yeah, and walking, you walked kind of through that area to get here. That seems to be near the wall.
All right. Cool. After that, she'll kind of just like take a deep breath. I'll find you, Salil. I'll find you. And then she'll fall asleep.
Okay. Actually, because I forgot to do this earlier completely, and this is kind of important. Before you go to sleep, like after you say that prayer,
Mm-hmm.
you suddenly just get hit with a sense of loss.
Ow!
Bebel wakes up and drop kicks you. No, you get hit with this sense of loss, like something that's always been with you has suddenly disappeared.
Hmm.
That's all.
Interesting.
Okay. So, as you go to sleep, you connect to the dream, and here it's a little bit stifling. The stone and the lack of nature around you, it constricts you a little bit, and you feel the connection to the pale tree and your other sisters is the weakest it's ever been. You can barely even feel their presence from here. But it's comforting that even amongst all of this machinery and lack of nature, you can still feel their presence, however faint. And you also, as you kind of appear in the dream, see all sorts of things. Twisted, spectral imagery of the city sprawls out before you. You can see the different thoughts and dreams and hopes of the people of the city just all floating around you. It's a bit much. This is the most people you've ever been around. There's just so much. But as your resource that you get to do, you can look for one thing, and it can be anything, so long as it comes from a living creature or thing. You can search for anything. It can be a thought, an idea, an actual person, as long as it's living.
Well, I mean, kind of probably obvious then at that point, following what she was thinking about earlier, just as in the moments before she fell asleep, she'd just be pretty much just thinking, where is Salil?
Okay. I want you to make a perception or investigation check.
Damn, okay. Perception or investigation. Probably perception. Oh, subtract
21.
guidance from that.
Yeah, so 21. Easily enough, you've done this a lot, though, again, not with as many minds connected to yours. You do manage to kind of filter it out. The different thoughts floating around slowly fade one by one. And you don't find Salil. But you do see, just off in the distance, scattered everywhere, the vines she's left behind. You see them scattered just about all throughout the city. Though, however, you've been to the noble district, and there are none there. And as you watch and take note of the locations of all of these vines, you see them disappearing one by one by one through the night. Just dying off. Except for
Are they
one.
going in a specific order? Like geographically?
It seems to be starting from closest to the precinct to down towards the slums. So
Okay.
closest to you to further away. All of them disappear except one, which is the furthest one away from where you currently are. All the way on the left side of the city, east? I think what, east and west?
Left would be south, I think. Wait, left.
No.
Yes.
Left would
What?
not be south. The city goes
Because I know your
left to
your
right on the
planet
shoreline.
is rotated. Planet is rotated.
I
though.
have to look
don't
up a
remember.
compass.
Normally, left is west,
Okay,
but
left is west. Then you see all the way to the fucking west, the furthest reaches of the city. One plant yet remains.
Hmm.
And then morning comes around for all of you. Congratulations. You made it through the night.
woo!
Whoa.
Whoa. And the country runs east to west.
Okay.
Yeah, and the city also does that because it's along the shoreline. The map of the world's or the map of the country's coming, I swear.
I believe in you. It's okay. Don't worry.
I swear. Alright, let's see.
Swear.
I think we're probably going to start with Jethro and Scythelist first again.
Oh no.
Oh, let me take a. Let me
Oh, yeah.
add my long rest gaming.
Oh, yeah. Everybody long rest up. Let me see if I can find some appropriate music. Probably just going to do this one again. No, don't go full screen. I fucking hate Apple computers.
Ooh.
When I'm going to fucking come when I finally get a second monitor.
Hot.
You're not supposed to say that.
You could stop me.
I can ban you. One of my 3 players.
You act like that won't. You act like that will stop me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. So, we'll start with Jethro. Jethro, you wake up to actual sunlight streaming through your window because I had rolled earlier. Oh shit! Wait, actually, hold on. I forgot something completely. King Ben, high or low?
High or low?
High or low?
High?
High it is. We will determine the outcome of that later. Just need to know that.
Funny.
Okay.
That's
Anyways.
worrying.
Yes.
I'm in danger.
It's like heads or tails? Heads. No, it's tails. Sorry.
You die. The
Yep.
room just explodes.
You're dead now. Anyways, Jethro, as you wake up and you see actual sunlight streaming through the window, which is very rare for this country and continent in general, you have just barely woken up, and you hear at your door. Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be that way. It would be.
Stand up and go open it.
Okay. You stand up, like, in your undershirt and whatnot, open the door, and, like, at first you're looking just kind of head level, and you just see paperwork, and then you look down, and you see goblinoid hands holding a giant stack of paperwork bigger than himself, and he just starts walking in because he can't see you, and he goes, all right, move aside, come on.
No, I can just take that from you if it's
No.
too much of an issue. Okay,
No,
then.
I got this.
Just
And
move aside, yeah.
just goes to your desk and places it beside the desk because he can't reach the top of it, and then comes out from behind this massive stack of paperwork, bigger than the paperwork you normally get, and he turns to you. You see before you a very well-dressed goblin, kind of like a nice bowler hat and a suit, kind of like, normal suit, not tux though. And he, very fancily dressed guy with big bulbous nose. You know exactly who this is. This is Grom Tillywinker. He is one of your technically bosses.
Awesome
Alright.
name.
Technical boss time.
Yep. Because this is a bureaucrat. Hooray! Hold on.
Don't make me escort your caravan again, please, for the love of God.
Okay.
All right.
So you see him just kind of turn around and stand at you, fucking hands on hips. Just, well, Jethro, you have made large splashes in the water by swinging your metaphorical dick.
Well, I assure you, the person we're searching for, it's imperative that we find them.
Oh,
And
I'm sure it
I
is,
am-
but did you really need to stop routine cargo transport for another weapon?
Well, I did not know if I was going to run into something dangerous on the way, and I almost did. Home invasion. Barely caught the end of it.
I mean, either way,
I-
you see him go over to your sword and grab it and just like kind of jiggle it because it doesn't quite fit.
Yeah.
Like it gets held easily, but it's probably one for a shorter race, like for Kenkus or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, look at this. It's not even standard for your scabbard. Come on, you don't even have the right thing. You're gonna have to get a new one anyways.
Well, I would have liked to have had by run into any problems. As stated, any sword is better than no sword.
Yeah, I'm aware that the plant. Careless anyways.
Well, I could have let more people die in that circumstance, or as a good god and official does, stand in the proverbial line of fire.
Honestly, letting more people die would have been less paperwork. Either way, if you can maybe stop doing all that much and pushing people around, because that results in more paperwork for me, all of my coworkers, and you, and just gestures to the bigger stack of paperwork. It would be very great. Less work for everyone involved.
Yes, I would, of course. You know, in most circumstances, I don't cause much trouble unless it's of utmost importance. And let me tell you, this individual that's gone missing, they know a lot.
Yeah, I'm aware that the seer guy. I saw the reports. After all, I'm the one who had to write your paperwork.
And here I am having to finalize all of it. I'm aware how much extra work this is putting on everyone, and my deepest apologies. I too get to suffer in it. But it is our duty.
Right. Alright, hold on. He pulls out another, like, smaller stack. And he's like, Sunspot mentioned something about putting another person on temporary payroll.
Yes, a sort of private investigator that's been making great breaks in the case, assisting it. Thus far, really with only the promise of my assistance for something they need, and, well, a bit of money, too.
Alright, he hands you the paperwork. Get that filled out and turned into me at the end of the day.
Of course, all this will be ready on your desk.
Good. And he looks back to the pile that you haven't finished from yesterday still. Just.
That too. A murder is an important thing, especially of a high-rise official. You know how it is. Things come first.
Yeah. This is gonna cut the lateness of this paperwork, though. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Well, how about I do all that first right now? Before I leave this building, all of this will be done.
That would be preferable. Oh, by the way, you still have your standard stack outside.
Of course.
Yeah. Waltzes out with a fucking swagger that only a bureaucrat could have, and also a slightly hunched back. That only a bureaucrat could have.
Of course. Years of peering over entire lexicons for filibuster.
Yep. He also
Yep.
doesn't close the door because he can't reach the handle.
That's fine. Well, you already know what Jethro's doing for the rest of the morning, so everyone else can do whatever.
Yep. You start doing your routine morning paperwork times 3.
Indeed.
I want you to make a. Oh, he's gone.
Gone.
He's gone.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
I want you to make an investigation or perception check as you are going through all of this paperwork.
Oh god. Okay, we'll see. Perception. 7. My rolls have not been good.
7? Nah, you just
Yeah.
go through the paperwork, stamp, swipe, stamp, swipe, stamp, swipe.
Yep.
I love how you guys have missed literally everything important except for finding the fucking book.
We're rolling bad.
You guys are rolling bad.
It's great.
We're
Can I
detectives.
ask, is there any information or reports of dealing with the plants that were about the man eating?
Baby, what do you think the
Yeah.
roll was for?
Oh, okay. I thought it was for something else.
It was to find important things in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sightless. You wake up to a little bit of sunlight streaming through the windows, though it's at a different angle, because on the opposite side of the hallway.
Yeah.
But you wake up to a little bit of sunlight. You look over, and Bebel has literally not moved a single inch. Still fully asleep.
Heavy sleeper. How's my little thirster vine cutting doing? Is it?
It's
How's
rude.
it? Does it need some water? Or anything? Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. Very
You could
cool.
probably put some water in there, as thirster vines are very largely water-sucking plant.
Yes. If there's any like water in like a, I don't imagine there's any like office coolers around.
Nope, there's a well out, or there's a well outside that you can use.
Okay. I guess she'll just wake up. Well, this is not the freshest of morning air. Really wish I could find a way to open this window.
You just hear like the screams of dimorphodons from outside, fighting with seagulls.
Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, I should check on Dana. And I'm going to just pack up my stuff, sling my bag over my shoulder, and then just peek out the door of this room and just kind of like look in the hallway, see if there's any. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I wonder. Jethro seemed to be kind of tried to be discreet when he came in here. I'm not sure why. What do I see out in the hall?
In this hallway, since most guards are not actually authorized to come in here, it's just empty.
Well, okay. I'll just like look down at some parchment, just like a little sheet that I was like scribbling on from the night before. Okay, so there's one of you there, and then on the, I think it was to the west. Oh, I wish I could see the stars. I suppose I should find Jethro, see if he probably needs my help. He seems a little bit kind of desperate these days, since I met him. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the hall and just walk around. Not like not walking around like I own the place, but just like walking around, just like I'm here. I don't really care if anybody like thinks that I should not be here. It
Yeah.
doesn't really cross my mind.
You walk around and like you do seize the occasional curious glance. At one point, you do see someone like go up to talk. Like you see, hand on a hilt of sword, and another guy stops and like you can just see like no, she's allowed to be here. Seems like people are already aware of your presence,
Okay. Cool.
but still curious as
I'm
ever
gonna-
because you're weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up to one of those two people and say, do you fellas know where Jethro is?
Yeah, Jethro should be right back over that way, to the right of the hall.
Thank you. You're so kind. I'll go.
it's no
I'll just
problem.
walk over there.
You go back to whence you came, and literally opposite from the cleric's room. You find Jethro's room, and you see like a smattering of a couple of papers outside the door.
Are these interesting? I'll just like gather them up and knock on the door.
You
Jethro.
you just hear from inside the moment the knock is finished. Come in.
I will enter. You left these out here. Oh
Well,
my,
I
it's
didn't
a
leave
mess in
them.
here.
There is a lot of papers. They weren't really left more. I couldn't fit them anywhere. I'll
So-
be talking like behind a pile of papers.
Yeah, you can't see Jethro.
I wow, this is. I mean, I thought my camp was a mess. Oh boy.
I assure you, it looks much better when I remove the papers.
What are all these for?
Various goings on in the city that need my approval, mostly military related. More or less, I'm the sort of middleman before any higher calls to this city of orders such as mine. Also, the mass amount of orders I gave out yesterday, the paperwork and reports on that, along with, well, just picks up a random piece of paper, like, off the top of the pile. This one's about someone that fell off the dock yesterday.
Huh?
This one's about somebody stole a crate full of exotic fruits.
Oh, what kind of
Runaway boat? I don't know. It just says exotic fruits.
runaway boat? Boats can't run. That's silly.
Well,
Who wrote
when
that?
an individual is incredibly drunk on rum and forgets to tie it off, they tend to go places.
Oh, so not. Oh, I understand.
You look at the report again, and it says it did actually grow legs and run away.
Damn.
Um. So, I mean,
This one's about a man that tripped on stairs and is looking to now get legal funds to fight back the constructor of said stairs.
that's interesting.
Yes.
And you say you said yesterday that the city's taxes pay for this?
Yes, they do. All of them.
Wow, that is so. Man, this is a.
Give me 1 sec.
The jungle is a wild place, but this is just. It's sort of a different kind of wild.
A much worse kind of wild.
Anyway, I was going to maybe explore around the area for a little bit today. Do you need me for any kind of things, or are you going to be having quality time with your papers?
I would not consider this time of any sort of quality, but I will definitely be spending time here, yes.
All right. I'm just going to be heading down to the west side of the city. I had a sort of informational breakthrough of some something I need to check out over there.
Right. What do I know about the west side of the city?
The west side of the city is like the far left is where the slums are. And when I say slums, the general standard of living in this country is actually quite well, because this is a very rich country. A lot of, or most magical items that go around get created here.
All right.
So slums are like, people still have houses. It's just not very desirable people.
I see.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Is
in
it
LA.
somewhere you would want to go walking on your own?
No, it's, I suppose, like mini Detroit.
Downtown LA.
Yeah.
Downtown LA.
Yeah, downtown LA.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go walking there alone.
Well, I would say to wait before you explore that part of the city. It is quite dangerous if you're persistent about it. And I know that you don't have a chance to wait for me to finish here. Speak to some of my subordinates in the barracks, see if any of them are willing to accompany you. And if none of them are, let me know and I'll tell one too.
all right. Well, maybe I'll save that errand for when you have a moment. I can check something. There's something to the south as well that I can have a check on.
South would be like port, yeah? Or
No, south would be
No?
the wall. Port is
no,
north.
yeah, that's right. I got the two confused. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That is a definitively better area to explore on your own.
Yeah, I think I found another thirster vine there. I might check it out to see if I can have a chat.
Of course.
Jethro, how
Hopefully
the
if-
fuck did you do that?
Do what?
Find another thirster vine. In the time that you left her.
Weed.
Weed moment.
Weed moment.
Right. Hopefully, this one is not as dangerous as the last, and if it is, I hope you would report back here and inform me immediately.
Sure. Will do.
I-
And I'll like show him the thumbs up.
Right.
Definitely don't know exactly what that means yet. So
Is-
as long as it's just like positive.
Here's the question: is she actually gonna tell me? Can I make an insight check?
You can make an insight check.
Cool. Yo.
Deception on you.
Eight.
I guess I could make a deception.
8. I think you beat it regardless. It's an 8 if you're choice.
Uh.
Oh my fucking lord.
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
She wants to be like positive and like reassuring to like yeah sure, but like she knows that like once it gets to it she'll probably won't even cross her mind.
You just hear silence from behind the stack of papers as he contemplates what he heard before he like peeks around the corner of it, just eyes kind of squinted. Would you mind, just for safety's sake, if you are going there, if someone did accompany you?
Well, I'll have Dana with me.
You see things for a moment. Someone that I can ensure will tell me if something's wrong. I will not force you. It would just be very. It would put worries at ease.
Dana's really smart.
Right. Right.
She knows her way around the city. I mean, she could probably make her way right back here.
Okay, you're free to go off on your own. Don't buy anything off street vendors. Avoid the smaller roadways. Stick to the large ones that are guarded.
Oh, that reminds me. You don't have any coin for payment. I don't remember what our arrangement was there. Not
Well, I
that
can
I really.
provide you some right now. And we can, once I get that ironed out, which I am right now, we can ensure you get a more permanent one. But Jethro will give 2 gold for now.
Oh,
Alright.
wow.
That should cover a few expenses throughout the day if you're frugal with it.
I tend to be quite frugal when I can.
Good.
Alright,
For just a kind of frame for how much that metal is worth, it is very, very expensive.
Yeah, that
Interesting.
2 gold is like a week's worth of work that a kind of better off peasant can make.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I'll see you in. When approximately do you think you'll be finished?
When you see, he, like, thinks for a moment and looks over everything. When my superiors feel the work they've shoveled onto me is adequate.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll check back here in maybe an hour or two.
I will not be done by then. Probably make it 2.
Sure.
If you work fast, you might.
Jethro, at the very least, hovers over what he's signing on.
I'll just oh, actually, give me a moment, and I'll just like walk across the hall for just like maybe like 30 seconds, and then I'll come back in and I'll put the the chamber pot with the thirster vine in it in your room. I'll just put it somewhere on a desk. I'll just like move some papers aside and like put it there.
Make a
in case-
dexterity check for that.
in case you need some company. Dexterity. Would that be a saving throw?
No, saving throw would be to catch the papers that might fall.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
19.
You move it aside just fine.
All right. I'll just put it there. And I'll
I have so many questions.
Smells bad.
we'll use that as flavor for giving you guidance.
All right. Right, I appreciate the gesture, but when we come back, we need to discuss a few things about things. But thank you.
Yeah, that's just a sample that I took from yesterday's encounter. I thought
Wait,
you
that's
might
the vine that tried to kill me.
I thought you might like a familiar face.
When you come back, we will have to discuss a few things. But for now, I need to get back to working.
All right, I'll see you. And I'll just leave.
I feel like you'd like a familiar face. Hey, by the
like
way,
the
here's the foot of the guy who tried to stab you in the back.
That's
Holy
like
shit.
it's like in the favor guard is like Hannibal Lecter's telling people I love to have friends for dinner.
Yeah.
I always love to have a friend for dinner.
And with that plant, with that pungent yet weirdly focusing stench of the chamber potted plant, I'll actually allow you to redo that perception check with guidance.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it.
Oh, damn.
11.
Oh, yeah, plus.
It's
15.
average. Oh, 15. Okay, yeah.
15.
You'll definitely get something from that then. As you're going through the paperwork, you do actually manage to stumble across the paperwork, or the various paperworks of what has happened to all the plant things. They have been dealt with during the evening and night, and all of the ones that they could find, about 10, are now gone. And
Alright,
subsequently burned.
Alright, give me one quick second. I got another question beyond that, but 1 sec.
All right, Zach's dead. Everybody riot.
Everybody riot. Ah! Starts
No more diets, only riots.
What, you think anybody in here does a diet? No, everybody in this
Yes.
world fucking eats as much as they can. Everyone's fat.
And you do cocaine.
I'm not doing cocaine. I have a fucking sinus infection, you cock.
Yeah, I wonder what it's from.
Yeah, probably all the cocaine.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I do all that gnarly cocaine, man. Oh, yeah. It's wicked.
So he's just there. I do cocaine.
Ah! Fuck. Yeah, we'll go to.
Alright, I'll be back in like 20, so this is a certified editing moment, okay?
No, we're gonna
Awesome.
continue without you. Fuck you.
Damn, okay, that's fair enough. Then the only other question I have before, is were they all violent?
Yes. All of them.
Oh,
And on
oh,
some
man.
of them, the vines came alive. 2 guards died.
Oh.
One of which was strangled and then pulled into the open mouth of the flower.
Hell yeah.
Alright, South. Okay, I gotta go for 20, but before that, immediately stands up, just goes over to like whichever of the two what's the word for it? Ranking below me. I don't remember what it's called.
Subordinates.
Subordinates, yeah. The two, like two I have as you had Marius.
Mhm.
Whichever one is closest, just tell them like, go south. Look for the plant. the plant being sightless, and
Okay.
just go meet with her and follow her.
You can't find either of them.
Oh, anyone below them, any of the other.
The
people
only
here.
one you can find is the cleric.
I
Just wake him
is he awake?
No,
woken
absolutely
up.
not.
As kindly as possible.
Okay, give me a
I can't-
strength check.
Oh God. Okay.
know, I'd like-
Just strength
Yeah, just strength.
4.
You shake him, nothing.
These rolls, bro.
I love it.
Can I not kindly as possible then?
Yeah, if you want to slap him, make an attack.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
With advantage because he's literally still.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
sure, because he's prone and still with advantage.
Oh, nice.
19?
You
I
did it.
don't think I need to.
Yeah, no, you slap him. He's like,
All right, I gotta go now, so I can't actually,
All right, we'll get to that
But
later.
yeah, just like, yeah, no, they'll show up eventually, but yeah, we'll get
Yep.
to that.
Since that's gonna come later, we'll switch to Kingslayer. What other ambiences do I have for this? I don't think I have an ambience for this specifically. But yeah, you're King. You complete your long rest and wake up, quote unquote.
Yeah. Sort of reactivate. You still looking for stuff?
I'm getting ambience, but I'm here. Like,
Oh,
you're in the room.
okay. All right. I guess is Alexander awake?
Yeah, Alexander is kind of nodding awake, but still like a little bit loopy because drugs.
Mm. I suppose I'll wait in case he needs anything.
Okay, you see him just drink some water, and he has like a little bowl of fruits there, like just in case he needs something to eat. You do know that he gets kind of force fed throughout the day. But the morning passes uneventfully. Eventually, the good doctor appears. Yeah, Abrol appears, just opens up the door. King?
Yes.
No, that was just a greeting. Get out.
Oh. Oh, good morning to you too, Doc. Bright and cheery as always.
Of course. Well, whatever would you do without my award-winning smile?
Is he always frowning?
You can't tell because he has a mask on. But you assume yes.
Doc, I'm fairly certain that under that mask you smile about as much as I do.
Probably. I don't know. I don't look in mirrors.
I may talk to Fayed about having you smile more. It's too dreary, this place. King just goes to shut the door.
Yeah, you walk out and shut the door. He doesn't even seem to fucking care. Just goes right to work.
Yep.
The door locks behind. Yeah, it's a bright and surprisingly sunny morning.
King kind of like looks at the sun, like how off? Like when was the last time that he's seen the sun?
Let me roll a d20. A couple of weeks.
Can I roll for if the last time they saw the sun was a good day?
Yeah, sure. Roll a d20. Roll a
Roll
fucking
just a
luck
D20.
check. Yeah, just a d20.
All right.
Yeah, it was a pretty
19.
good day, as far as you can remember.
Well, let's hope today holds the same. Let's see here. Where to start? I guess maybe I'll check in with Fayette.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I think, let me check my notes because I believe she's doing shit today. You go and go to her door and knock on it, and there's no answer. And the guard by the door just goes, Lady Fayette is out.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Well, rather secretive she is.
Yes, and capable. Don't believe she needs any help. My voice cut out, or my voice just went out there. I don't believe she needs any help. I mean, after all, the last time someone tried to assassinate her, they died horribly.
Yeah. Well, had you changed her diapers, you'd still worry about her.
I suppose that's fair.
Well, was anyone else around the manor asking for me?
Not that I'm aware.
Well, good day then.
Mm-hmm. You do see, like, he's just avoiding eye contact with you the entire time because you're terrifying.
Being like, as he goes to walk by, the guy kind of like leans in a bit closer, like to the guy's eyes.
He's just staring straight forward, not emoting whatsoever. You can tell he's fucking terrified.
He's this king, just like kind of like or just continues walking, but is like staring back at the guy for a bit, like for like probably 5 feet after he walks past, and then just turns away.
Okay, like, head unnaturally just snaps back into place.
Yeah, it's just really sudden. Just
All right.
it's a. Then we go check in with Amon, see what he's doing.
You check in with Alman and you go to his room. And you see the door to their room is, or not there, but Kalen's room is open. You see them outside in kind of the inner courtyard. Kalen in his wheelchair as always.
Alright, just gonna walk up to them.
All right. Master King.
Good morning, Amon. Rather uncharacteristically sunny morning.
Yes, I thought it would be nice to get some sun. His accent changes every time. It's probably due to the fact that I'm sick. Or just
Probably. Anything to report about Kalen over the night?
She did wake me up and say that she had some business.
I said Kalen, not
Kalen, sorry, my bad, yeah. No. Quiet as always.
Well, I hope at least some semblance of him's doing alright.
Hopefully.
I'll say, would Amon be able to tell, like, the king does have a very, like, despite his tone, like...
You guys were very
voice.
close and probably still are. I mean, you worked with each other for how many years?
Yeah,
Like
that's a
over
fair
40?
point. Yeah. Also, Amon, where did Lady Fayette go? Did she say?
Yes, she said she was going out to meet someone on business. Said she was bringing someone back.
Bringing someone back?
Yes. She didn't tell me who.
She take any escort with her?
No. You know her.
Yeah. That one.
That one indeed. Bit too feisty.
Yeah. She's more confident than most people I've met.
And that can be either a good or bad thing.
Indeed. Has anyone requested from me around the manor?
Not that I'm aware. No.
Rather slow morning.
Surprisingly so.
Well. Oh well.
Well,
Suppose I'll muddle about a bit.
Yes, if you have any business, now would probably be the time.
Yes. I think maybe I'll head into town. Search about for new magic items, possibly, or other equipment. Came into some money recently.
Yes, I heard about that. Excellent thievery.
Yeah. It was excellent thievery, but rather poor rather poor intimidation.
Well, at least you got something out of it.
Yes. Tell me, Almond, I'm having trouble making up my mind. Do you suppose I should go back and assassinate that man?
What, for seeing through the bullshit?
Yes. Well, I did try to come about it with a friendly disposition. Showed that I had weapons and I was willing to, well, drop them for his security, but yet he still disrespected me by pretending as if he would let me in. Rather
If we
rude.
killed every person that disrespected us, or didn't do exactly what we wanted, there would be no more city.
I guess that is a fair point. I don't know. Perhaps I'm just letting it get to me. That one rubbed me rather wrong. Perhaps it was the severity of the case.
I'm sure everything will work out.
I'll try. I'll put it out of my mind. Thank you, Almond.
I've done nothing.
You've talked with me.
Suppose that's
And
fair.
you and the rest of the family's about the only ones I could talk to around here without looking like you're getting ready to piss in your own boots.
I wonder why. It's almost as if you've brought a reputation around you.
I don't know where I get it from.
He chuckles at that, just sensing the immense sarcasm.
Take care, Almond. I'm heading into town, should anyone need me.
I'll be sure to let the lady know should she come back, and you take care as well. I would hate to see your medal get scuffed.
He's kind of like King just looks at the metal on him already somewhat scuffed. Just,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just the in the occasional like inner parts of your armor, there's just blood on it.
yeah. Well, if you're worrying about my armor getting scuffed, I'm afraid it's far too late.
Yes. Take care.
King just gives a nod, continues out.
Where would you like to go for magic item shopping? I believe you know the two stores that are still independent.
I don't remember I don't remember the names for them. I think, or one of them I remember was really blunt, but I can't remember what the name it was.
There is one called the place where you buy magic shit.
Yep.
You know that's run by a very angry dwarf, and he sells mostly magical armaments. And then the other one is Old World Bounty. And that sells just a whole slew of random bullshit that can or can't be helpful. But always interesting. And also cheap, usually.
I'll head there first.
Okay. You walk through the city, heading over there. I want you to make a perception check.
Right. Perception. Oops.
Okay.
11. Why am I wide?
No reason. No, don't worry about don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You head through the city. There's oh wait, I can actually fucking put on the city rabble now. There we go. Fred boat moment. No way, I need a skip as well.
Also, don't you have that city map, or does that not pertain to this?
That doesn't pertain to this.
Oh, okay.
There's no way you're like rolling this low again. You
Yeah.
guys need to like get your internet
Shit
dice
together.
checked or something.
Yeah.
King needs to start. King honestly at this point needs to start raising how much or lowering how much is the minimum threshold, so we start hitting these.
Yeah, I need to fucking lower the minimum threshold to fucking 5. Like-
Yep. I'm not gonna lie, Keegan. That seer, if he was still alive, he's probably dead now.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, you head through the city. You see the morning routine of people setting up, and this time without having to set up like canvases, canvas roofs for the carts, just letting out the open sunlight. And it's not entirely sunny; like it's still almost entirely cloudy. It's just like, you know, God rays coming down through through breaks in the clouds, as there is never a clear sunny day in this country. There's literally never in the history of it been a clear and sunny day. You head through the town, going past all the random bullshit in your cloak, you know, occasionally getting the strange eye, and you make it to a very, like, hapdash, like, off industry looking building, with like sloped square roof with a metal pipe acting as a chimney jutting out the top of it, like barred windows, very old place with also a crooked sign that says Old World Bounty, like one of the letters is kind of half falling off. It is certainly charming.
Rather rugged and well kept.
Yes.
Just head inside.
Okay. You head inside, and immediately you just see, like, kind of in the very back, the rows of bullshit and potions, and different, like, trophies lining the walls of things this retired adventurer has kept along his travels. Along the left and right of the walls, it's just, like, knickknacks. Like, not useful things, but toys and different odds and ends this guy has collected and traded for over the years. You see, like, a weird whirring device that just goes up and down and glows blue. You know, you see, like, just a straight-up Rubik's Cube. What the fuck is that? Just tables and shelves of bullshit. And you see the man himself, which I need to get his name. I went to the wrong tab. Yeah, you see Orbund Fafley, the lycanthrope, who is currently in werewolf form, just hat overhead, pipe jutting out from it, a light, and he's just leaning back in a chair with feet on the counter, sleeping.
Alright. Is there any kind of bell on the door when I enter?
Yeah, there is.
Alright, that doesn't wake him.
No.
It's kind of like reach up, just ring the thing a couple times.
Yeah, you ring it a couple times, and you see him kind of tip the hat up. I was already awake, just acting cool. What do you want? Selling or buying?
Buying. Possibly.
Possibly. You get a window shop? Loiter?
Yeah. More seeing what you have.
Alright, let's
Been a
see
bit.
what we have then. You see him, like, really stretch and strain to reach a lever that's near him. He keeps stretching, just falls over in his chair because he unbalances it. And he goes, son of a bitch. He just kicks the lever. You see the counter, which is made up of different brass plates, very, like, you know, rustic, but also kind of tech looking, industry. You see that actually swivels and turns around to reveal that it is actually a multi-leveled display case that is controlled by robotic arms, or mechanical arms, not robotic, because robotic infers autonomy. Yeah, robotic arms that just kind of swivel out, and there's a 3-layered display case in front of you.
Alright. It's
What-
like,
Let us get the different items here. So there's a lot of stuff that you see. First off, you see a very beautiful, ornate longsword made of actual, honest-to-God steel. Most weapons are made of iron, but have steel edges to make it sharper. You know, hold a edge better. And it has gold accents going down and golden wings as the crossguard. And you see that? That thing fucking sucks. That thing should be destroyed immediately. King, you fucking hate this longsword. You don't know why, but
Why?
it needs to be destroyed.
oh,
You have no fucking clue why, but you fucking hate it. That's just, you know, for that. We also have a rusted and weathered spyglass. There are 3 different cloaks, all of which just like drab and brown. There is a kind of just regular looking dagger. A silver pendant with the embroiderment of a finger shushing, like a cloaked figure shushing. There is a arrow made of bone with black rot coursing through it. There is a pair of reading glasses, studded leather bracers, and an amulet with the embroiderment of a lion on it. If any of those have piqued your interest, just say so.
let's see. Or what was the one with the shushing thing on it?
That was a silver pendant.
This pendant with a shushing man on it. What does it do?
That one makes you go invisible. 10 minutes. Very useful
Is it-
for sneaky types.
Is there any sort or is there? I know his shop's reputation, right, for items.
Yeah, you know his shop's reputation and the fact that he has no qualms with selling minorly cursed items. But there are also a lot of regular, actually just straight up useful items as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
It's a
minor
gamble.
curses on this one.
If there was, I wouldn't tell you.
Also, what is it about this long sword?
What do you mean?
I hate it.
See, he contemplates that for a second.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's just a longsword that trembles.
You see it, he takes it out of the display case and like he holds it, and in his hands it doesn't seem to be trembling, but he holds it out to you.
Like to take it?
Yeah, try it out.
All right. Guess let's take it from him.
The moment you grab it, it starts shaking so much you can literally hear it, and it starts shaking apart the inner mechanisms in your arm. Like,
Okay. I
it is
just
forceful
quickly hand
shaking.
it back.
Okay, all right. Yep. No, it don't seem to like you very much. That's the worst I've ever seen this thing shake. All right, back in the display case you go.
So what does that do?
No idea. All I know is that it's very afraid of you.
It's Well, I'm going to gloss over that. Not a long swordsman. This dagger here, what's special about it?
Honestly, not really a whole lot. It's just a dagger that is magical. No enchantment. It's just a magic dagger. So, you know, if you go across any elementals or something like that, you'll be able to hit them and do full amount of stabbing to it.
Yeah, that for
Interesting.
information, it counts as a magical weapon, so you get through non-magical resistance.
Okay. What else was there? The lion pendant, and then
There are
what was the item before that?
There are 3 cloaks, a rusted weathered spyglass, a very gross-looking arrow, reading glasses, studded leather bracers, and a amulet with a lion on it.
What is this lion amulet? What does it do?
Simple one, it's Amulet of Lion's Pride. All it really does is make you immune to fear, but that can be very useful, especially when going up against dragons. And ghosts.
Let's see. Do these cloaks do anything?
Oh yeah, all 3 of them do something different. Let's see, this one is a cloak of billowing, just makes you look very dramatic and cool. This one plays theme music. So if, you're sneaking through and you want a stealthy song to go with it, you got it. And this one, well, I'll let this one be a surprise. It's very fun, though. 50 gold for that.
50 gold for that.
50 gold for the one I'm not telling you what it does.
Can I feel like a intuition check on him or an insight check to see
Yeah, sure.
if he's like, if he means that like it's good or bad?
Oh, that's so much higher of insight than he rolled. You get the sense from him that he genuinely enjoys what the cloak does, but doesn't want to tell you because that would ruin the surprise. It's probably not cursed.
Okay. Would I be able to try on the cloak before buying it?
Well, it requires attunement, so no.
Very
However,
well.
when you do attune to it, it'll lose this brown color and become whatever the hell you want it to be.
Okay. So does it adapt to you, or
Yeah.
does it just become?
If you want it to be a black cloak, it'll be a black cloak. You want it to be rainbow colors, it'll be rainbow colors.
Does it do that at will, or just once once you've attuned to it?
Once you've attuned to it.
I see. I might come back to that, but this pendant with the hushing man turns you invisible. How much for it?
700 gold.
700.
Yep. It's a very useful thing. Invisibility. Once per day. That's useful.
Okay. I don't think I have. I have 55 platinum and 53 gold. That's not enough, is it, Keegan?
Nope, that's what, 603 gold?
Think so, probably.
Not quite enough.
Okay. Not sure if I should buy that cloak or not.
Do it.
I suppose if you're so curious and, you want to know what all of these do, this one, he points to the glasses. He goes, this one allows you to see through walls. Only once, though. Once per day. These bracers, it makes you real good at drinking things, and it makes you real good at punching people. This arrow, it's an arrow that hurts a lot. That's all I really know about it. It scares me. And this spyglass, it allows you to see people's greatest fears.
Much for the spyglass.
450 gold.
Damn.
Deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm really debating on whether or not I should buy that cloak.
You also do see a couple of potions, and one of which you immediately know is a potion of healing, basic.
Let's see here. What's your what's your trade back on items that you buy here?
Trade back, what do you mean by that? There's no refunds.
No refunds?
Absolutely no refunds.
Hmm. I'm gonna attempt to persuade him into telling me what the cloak does.
Okay, yeah, how are you gonna persuade him? What are you gonna say?
So they probably like it's like if you tell me what this cloak does, I may be much more inclined to buy it.
We'll say that in character.
Okay. Oh wait, so I'm not. Does I'll do a persuasion check or?
Say your thing first, and then I'll allow you a persuasion check. That's how it goes,
Okay.
baby.
I'm very interested in this third cloak, but I might be more inclined to make a decision on it if I knew exactly what it did.
All right. Make a persuasion check. That's a persuasive argument.
9.
9. Okay. He looks at you and goes,
Only thing I can tell you is this is the only item I will tell you it is not cursed. That's it. That's all you get.
takes a few puffs of his pipe.
Yeah, you know what? What the hell? I'll buy it.
50 gold.
Alright, drop 50 gold to him.
Right, he gives you the cloak.
That one requires attunement.
Alright. How long does attunement take?
1 hour. And you can also do it as
Okay.
part of a short rest.
Alright. Oh. These, all the items you have?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple potions, but people tend not to trust me because I don't know what they do.
The
I
one
know
back
that
there
one's
looks
healing,
like
and that
Fine.
one is polymorph. Don't know what into, though. Haven't drank it.
so the one that he said is healing, that's the one I identified as healing?
Yeah. Healing potions are pretty easy to spot because they're iconic red color.
How much for the healing potion?
That would be 80 gold.
80, huh?
Hmm?
Are there different qualities of, like, healing potions? Like, lesser,
Yes.
greater?
This is the most basic one. It is the cheapest.
Okay.
Yeah. And for context, a healing potion is normally 40 to 50 gold. But, however, this country is a very rich country, so inflation is a thing. You guys get more money as a reward, but it also costs more money to buy magic items.
I see.
It's also a lot
Alright.
to craft.
Yeah. It's a lot to craft.
Alright. I think I'll pass on the healing potion. Well, pleasure
Alright.
doing business with you.
That's all you want, just the cloak.
I believe so, unless you have any other oddities around here that may interest me.
Yeah. Seeing as you're sneaky, I thought you would have wanted the pendant. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have I'm short a couple hundred gold.
What about the magic
Well,
dagger? And there are a lot of magical creatures here, and it's only 200 gold. Much cheaper than anything else you'd find.
Examine it.
Sure, go
It's
ahead.
quality. Alright. Kind of check on you, dude.
I think that's intelligence or arcana. Yeah, arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah. Well, no, arcana or investigation because
Oh. Arcana, alright. Well, actually the modifier's the same.
then
5.
5. Looks like a fine enough dagger.
I believe I might come back for this later.
All right. Have a interesting trip.
Yes. Good day to you.
I won't have one. Bye.
It's
And you leave.
alright. I think Yep. I think I'll head to the, I might head to the other magic shop.
All right, we'll get to that later. Zach, are you here? Because we were doing this while Zach was disappeared. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you... I don't feel like putting on new ambience, so I'm just going to quiet this one down. You slap Bebel awake.
Look, I really don't mean to wake you, but there's a bit of a problem going on. You're the only person
Why?
here. I know, you've done a lot. Look, rest of the day, you help me with this. I will not bother you. You get the 2 days. No work.
What do you want?
Right, I've got a new subordinate. They're going to go do something possibly dangerous. I will get fired if I leave. You have to go make sure they don't die if you can.
he didn't lift up his head at all. Like as he was sleeping, like he was kind of on his side, and he just turns his head, the most bleary-eyed you've ever seen a person. He looks at you like the cat with the crying eyes.
I am so sorry.
Is this an order?
Huh?
He said, is this an order?
Not directly, but I would really, really appreciate it.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, because he is your subordinate.
Okay. Will I roll well? This is what I'm best at. 26.
26, natural 20. He
Have
goes,
my word. By order of death, no one will disturb you for the next 2 days if you do this.
he turns back to his pillow and says, okay. Plants his face firmly in his pillow and wraps around his beak. It just screams.
Mood.
Okay, alright. Give me a minute. He just starts getting out of bed and starts
Right,
getting fucking dressed for the day.
I can't leave. I said I would stay here till... I can't.
This
He's
is
not at
the
all confused about
saddest,
how he ended up
tiredest man alive. Alright. Then we'll go to Scytheless finally.
Yeah.
He's not at all concerned about how he woke up tucked in and bundled up in his bed.
Nope.
Yeah, no, just flat out pulling out all the stops. By order of execution, no one will enter your room over the next 2 days. I will personally put my neck on the line telling Sunspot you are out for a medical injury. You get 2 days vacation if you go out there.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Yeah, you see him eventually get dressed, get like the mace that he has and is probably never used, and fucking go out.
Does he need a shield?
He doesn't use a shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I tell him the general south direction I saw them going last, and just on your way. Good on you.
Yep. Yeah, you know he's not a very particularly a combat cleric. He's very much I will heal someone who's literally on the verge of death through sheer
Better
fucking
than nothing
perseverance.
for going and poking around in a hornet's nest.
Yeah, like, if Scytheless gets fucked, he will absolutely keep blasting her with heals, magical or otherwise, to keep her alive, but he's not gonna do shit for fighting.
That's not what I expected out of him.
Yeah. Alright, Scytheless, you head outside, and I'm gonna fucking just turn the ambience back up because it's outside again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out and I'm just gonna immediately look for Dana.
Okay. You go looking for Dana, and you see a stables actually kind of like built into the side of the building. You see there's a barn kind of thing there with kind of an outside area. A lot of land has been sequestered for this, and there's actual grass underneath.
Oh, that's
You,
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're gonna go over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
You go over there, and you don't see her at first, and then you just kind of like look through some of the cracks in the barn. You see Dana just sitting down inside on some hay.
Huh. I'm gonna go up to her. I'm gonna just approach. Hey, pal.
Yep, you just open up the door, just walk in.
Yeah.
You see Dana sitting there, stand up. And someone has actually put a guard's issued helmet on her. She hasn't shaken
nice.
it off.
There's no what do you call reins or anything on them?
Nope.
On her. Okay. Oh, what's this? Is interesting. What a kind gift they gave you. Ah. Have they been feeding you all right?
She kind of like looks over to like a feed trough.
Oh, that's wonderful. Are you ready to go? I'm going to be exploring the city today a little bit more.
She just walks forward and like kind of pushes you a couple of feet and keeps walking out.
All right, you're excited. All right, I'll saddle up on the saddleless dinosaur, and as she's kind of going, I'm just kind of like gently steering her in the way to go. I'll be sort of just fiddling with some twigs and a couple of bones and other minor junk, and just humming to myself, ritual casting, speak with animals.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I will see if Bevel actually manages to see Celeste. Or Celeste?
Celeste?
Yeah, definitely. No, Scytheless, sorry.
Imagine.
Okay. Yeah, you go along your way out into the streets. He doesn't find her. You rolled a natural one.
Oh,
She's so obvious.
she's
Yeah,
so
I
hard to
know.
miss. She's like the
So
only spot of green in the entire city.
He said she went south, and he was so groggy he thought you said north.
Yeah, he walked outside, went out the open door, and it was just fucking blinded by the sun. Oh my god, he literally just nat one.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he still gets those 2 vacation days. Yeah, Sightless, you start going along, and you know exactly where this Thirster Vine was due to the spell you cast, instead of having
sort
a
of
general location.
Vision in my mind, just general sense where I need to be.
Yeah, as you're going through, make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Holy shit! It actually
God damn.
Holy shit! That's goddamn. That's 2 away from the maximum you could have possibly rolled.
Yep.
As you're going along, you see the obvious of curious faces and people like, what the fuck? You know, the occasional curious person who's kind of like following along for a few feet and then going back to their business and whatnot. But as you're going, you're fiddling with stuff and just kind of looking around all the different sites. You do see one person in particular just kind of like following through the crowd behind you. It is a Aarakocra. Fuck, what was the race? What was the kind of Aarakocra? I've forgotten. Shoebill. That's right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You see kind of like a younger looking Shoebill man just kind of following along, trailing behind you.
At first I don't think much of it, and I probably at some point finish casting speak with animals. I'll think, Dana, did you see that interesting bird guy following us? I wonder what he wants.
Who? She just turns and looks like directly at him. No stealth at all. No tact.
Yeah, yeah. And once she looks, I'll look at them as well, and I'll just give like a little wave, and I'll kind of turn back around.
They wave back.
Interesting fellow. Well, I wonder what he wants. He's not following us, do you think?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep an eye on him. And how
Should
far
I
away
walk
from?
backwards?
I don't think you should.
Okay.
It's hard for anybody to walk backwards. Did they treat you pretty well in the stables last night?
Oh yeah. They gave me a hat.
Yeah, that's a very cool hat. I think it suits you.
It spins if I shake my head. You see her shake her head a little bit, and the helmet starts spinning around on her like little horn thing.
So,
Where were you?
Well, I was inside the building just attached to where you were staying. I stayed in a really dreary room. Quite a sad building, to be honest.
What's a building?
Well, it's these things all here. These big square structures.
Oh. Looks like gray salt.
I mean, it does look like salt, doesn't it? Do you want to go have a taste?
Yeah. Dan's gonna go to the building, just lick it.
Yeah, just like kind of ride her up to the building, let her lick.
She licks. Not salt.
Ah, what do you think it is?
Just dirty ground.
Yeah, I mean the whole place kind of tastes like dirty ground. It's really
Have you licked the
flavorful.
ground too?
Oh, of course. I mean, you know I eat soil.
Oh yeah. I knew that.
Sure you did.
Okay. Please go along. Eventually, you guys make it to. You can see like a bit of the dirt that's just kind of missing from the side of a building. The Aarakocra is still following behind. And the building in front of you, you see. It's literally like a shawarma shack. Shawarma?
Oh, nice.
Shawarma?
Shawarma?
I think it's pronounced with an H. Yeah.
Shawarma.
Yeah. You see someone currently with like the thing of beef slowly rotating. It looks like she's the fucking what is it called? Wood elf. That's what it's called. You see the wood elf lady there has already cut into it quite a bit, and she's kind of looking around, just sees you. Oh hey. Wait, no, you're not the same one.
What? Oh, the same? Oh, you saw someone else like me? And I'll just like hop off Dana's back for a moment.
Yeah, I saw another one with a lot of vines on her.
Oh, wonderful. Do you know where she went?
I'm sorry, kiddo, but that was a couple months ago.
Oh, did you talk to her at all? Did you?
Yeah, no, I talked to her a bit. She ate some of the shawarma here, and also released a plume of spores that made me feel really good. Still confused about that.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Interesting. Did you get to know her at all? I mean, to any degree? Did she say where she was going or what she was doing?
She just said she was going out and exploring, and as far as I'm aware, I talked to her a bit. Learned that she's from like a grove or something.
Yes. Oh, it's a wonderful place. Down south in the jungle, right in the middle of the storm.
Yeah, like an eye of the storm, or
Yeah, right in the eye of the storm. just a wonderful place there. You can even see the stars.
Huh. I thought Atonus had that. Huh. Oh, actually, no, I think she did say that she wanted to visit all the food shops around here. Said we had really interesting stuff.
Hmm. That's does sound like a lot like her. Thanks for thanks for that information. Dana, would you like to try some? I'm sorry, what is this?
This is shawarma. Here, and she
Shawarma.
cuts off a little bit and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'll try a nibble of it, and then I'll just hand the rest to Dana.
You try a little nibble of it. It's very juicy. Like, you're surprised something that's not raw could be this juicy. It has a very, like, kind of sweet taste, but it's really also rooty, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, this is wonderful. This is a lot better than the other food that I've tried in the city.
Well, what other food have you tried?
I just points down to the ground, kind of by the side of the road, where it's like more like loose dirt.
Yeah, loose dirt and, like, dog crap. You shouldn't eat that. That's not food. That's
Well, yeah, it's not the greatest.
This is good.
That's what I thought.
I was just talking to Dana. This is in front of her.
Do you want some more, Dana? I could get us some of this. This costs coin, right? Gold?
Yeah, just 2 copper for a kebab.
Copper. I don't have any copper. I have some gold. Is there?
Yeah, I can break it down for you. I have silver and copper here.
Sure.
And I'll hand her. I'll hand her 2 gold, not really understanding like how this like converts.
She's gonna do an insight check on you. Let's see. If you want to deceive, you can.
I don't know what I'd be deceiving for, but
yeah, that's probably good enough to kind of get a read on you. She sees you hand her 2 gold, and like looks at you for a second, like really squinting, reading, and then like kind of realizes like, oh, she doesn't know what this is, and actually is going to break it down into silver and copper and give you a bigger bag of stuff, the actual fair pricing. So you can break all of the gold into 10 into 10 silver and 98 copper.
no.
Yeah. Just not everyone's gonna be as nice as me. You shouldn't just go handing 2 gold to people. Only give what's asked.
Yeah, a friend of mine mentioned that this was a lot, but you gave me a lot more coins than he gave me.
Well, they're worth the same. Oh, man, you don't know the conversion. Okay. So she's gonna explain to you the way money works and that it's 10 to 10 to 10.
Are you getting all this, Dana? This is really interesting.
Dana's just like munching on the kebab.
All right. Thank you so much. This is actually... You're very kind for explaining this.
Yeah, I mean, no problem. Your, I guess, sister was pretty kind as well. Yeah, wouldn't want to fuck someone over.
Yeah, she's very sweet. All right. Well, thank you for the meal. And maybe I'll come back here again. You said my sister was she was going to all the different food stops around the city. Do you know how many there are?
Oh, that too many to count, kiddo.
I see. Okay, well, I guess I have a lot of touring to do then.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. Yeah, you might find something that you like.
Cool. Would you accept just a small gift?
Sure. Looks at you curiously.
I'll reach into my bag and I'll dig through a little bit, and I will.
Shoot her.
Yeah, I'll pull out a fucking revolver and just shoot her in the face. I'll give her a. I'll just pick out a random like jungle tree seed, and I'll just hand it to her. It's probably about like the size of, uh, probably about the size of like a peach pit,
Okay.
and I'll just put that on the counter for her. That is a rare twisting vine tree. It's very interesting. Just keep it well watered and give it lots of room, and it'll go really well in your garden.
Huh. Yeah, I'll be sure to plant this. Hopefully the squirrels don't eat it. Thanks.
I don't think squirrels enjoy those very much.
No, one of the poisonous ones to them?
You could say that.
Wait, it's not gonna poison me or anyone else, is it?
Only if you eat it.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Yeah.
She pockets it.
Oh, the fruit is edible, by the way. Very long, stringy, like a green bean. The fruit, it will not poison you.
Oh. Huh. Never heard of that. All right, yeah. No, I'll be sure to plant this. Thanks.
No
Yeah.
problem. It's the
Good
least
luck on
I
your
can do.
search.
Thank you.
And I'll hop back on Dana's back and eat the rest of my shawarma on the way to the wall.
Yeah. That's where the plant was. You saw it. It was the dirt was the dirt was dug up on the side of the building.
I see.
Yeah, that's where the thing was.
Okay. Oh wait, hang on. So the wall to the south, I mean.
Yeah, it wasn't on the wall. Like this, the
Right.
shawarma shop is close to it, and that's
Okay.
where the thing was. You can tell it was against the side of this shop,
Okay.
and is no longer there.
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
Can I'll hop off Dana and I'll like walk around where I knew that was, and I'll just kind of shuffle around in the dirt a little bit, see if I can find maybe how it disappeared, if it was dug up or
Yeah,
rotted away.
no check required. This is pretty fucking easy. You can tell that due to several cut marks on the side of the building, it was definitely cut down and then dug up. And seems like it was done yesterday.
Well, that was rude.
I'm just gonna like try and I'm gonna get down real low, and I'm gonna try and like put my ear to the ground, and I'm just gonna take a deep breath and close my eyes, and I'm see if I can if there's anything I could do or a check to make where I could maybe sense if there are any roots left in the ground.
Perception or investigation?
Okay.
I don't think this would be
okay.
nature, because this is you just trying to find the roots.
All right. Yeah. 18.
18? Okay. Yeah, you kind of take a deep breath of this very acidic air. And no, doesn't seem like there's any more roots left. You don't smell anything fresh or rotting.
Wow, they are very thorough. All right. Well, I wasn't able to converse with her, but
I guess I'm just gonna go kind of back out in the street, just next to the shawarma shop, and just look around and see if there's anything else that kind of piques my interest as far as like just spending more time now that like the trail has gone cold for this.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there are still the others that you could sense in the dream that you could go and find. But
Yeah.
Yeah, in the clue you got if she was going to every food shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, make a perception check as you, I guess, try to find any more that were around
Sort
you.
of like killing time while I'm trying to
Yeah, you are
Wait for-
murdering time.
Murdering time, 21.
Perception 21. Don't really see a whole lot except for that same Eric Cocker who's actually kind of like standing next to Dana, looking like he's wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll just go back over like, oh, you, hello. You were following us for quite a while.
Yes, I've never seen anything quite like you.
I get that a lot, actually.
I was wondering, what are you?
Oh, I'm Scytheless.
Oh, yes. Hello, my name is Armand.
He
Armand.
Yeah. He doesn't hold out his hand to shake. He looks kind of like awkward.
Well, nice to meet you, Armand. You're wondering, like, what sort of race I am, right?
Yes.
I'm a Sylvari. I come from the Ash Grove, down south in the jungle.
You see he actually like gets kind of excited at that. He's like,
Silvari, one of my coworkers said that Silvari visited our store. Bought a lot of food.
Oh. Tell me all about that. I'm actually looking for another like me.
Well, I didn't see her myself, but I heard quite a bit. If you want, I can take you back to our shop. You can talk to
notes.
Trisar.
Trisar. Hang on, I got some notes.
Yep.
Well, how do you spell Trisar?
Trysar.
Okay. Who's Trisar?
He's my coworker. He's the one that said he saw her.
Okay. Where exactly is your shop? Or are you a food vendor? Like, well, I didn't get her name, but she was very sweet.
Of a sort, I'm a baker.
A baker.
Yes, I make
Oh,
bread.
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I haven't tried bread before.
follow me. I'll take you to our shop.
Cool. I'm gonna just do like a real quick insight check because I don't know this guy and he's leading me somewhere. 14.
14. It seems a little bit too excited.
Okay. You seem really eager.
Well, yes, I mean, it is not every day you see something like you.
That's true. A lot of people tend to stare.
I can see why.
He stands there awkwardly, like looks like a very large, awkward fellow.
All right, well, I guess follow me, Dana, and I'll just walk alongside
Okay.
Amand.
And he'll begin taking you back to his bakery. Jethro,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Still just doing paperwork?
Paperwork. Until
Still-
it's done, that's what I'm doing.
Still just doing paperwork. All right.
I said I would, so that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Roll
just
for
making
paper.
sure. Yeah, roll for paper. He
Oh,
deafened himself.
what kind of check is that?
Just make a paper check.
Alright, 85.
Yeah, that's certainly paper.
Alright.
You're out of ink.
Oh,
Yeah, you die.
Jethro's
Paper falls
at his
down.
desk.
I drank all of the ink.
So Jethro's at his desk. He like goes to just like write something, and he realizes it's out of ink. He just like looks like he doesn't have any more ink anymore. And he's like, "Damn it!" He just starts slamming his fists on the desk.
Flips the table over.
Fuck!
Damn.
All right, well, we'll go back to Scytheless then, because Ben had a large spotlight, and Jethro's still just doing paperwork, and it hasn't been like 2 hours yet. So,
I said I would.
yep, you said you would. You have duties. That's what you get having a day job.
I'll go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right. So, Scytheless, you follow alongside this guy, and he's just like kind of beelining it, like speed walking.
Are you in a hurry?
Yes, this is exciting.
We can take our time. I actually have a lot of time to kill before I have to meet a friend.
Oh, sure. May I also ask, what is your dinosaur's name?
Oh, her name is Dana. We met just before I started my journey here.
Oh. Wait, how far have you traveled?
Well, I traveled for around 3 months. I'm not sure how far that is. Wait, actually, hang on one sec. I can,
And I'll pull out my. I'll go into my bag and I'll pull out a bag that I haven't touched yet this far, and I'll pull out just like a compass and like a bit of parchment with some like very vague like line scribblings on just like not really so much mapping direct or like distance, but just like direction of like there's one straight line, maybe a couple of like ones branching off of it
Okay.
along the way.
right. Well, I don't have a map of the nation, but well, about this far.
And then I'll like point to like the bottom of it where it shows like there's like a small circle and then like a scribbling of a city at the very top.
Yeah, you see him like look at that. It is like,
That is very far, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I mean it was quite a long journey, but with Dana here, conversation is always helpful.
Hey, wait, you can speak to a dinosaur.
Of course, and she can speak to me. Although, I mean, often I don't really understand her, but we have our ways of communicating, as friends grow close.
huh? You just see Dana is just eating the wooden kebab of the shish kebab, and now she's just crunching it.
It is all very interesting. Anyways,
Give me another insight check.
17.
17. Okay, yeah, just excited dude. Kind of awkward.
Cool. Kind of awkward.
Yeah. If you're not doing anything else, it's gonna lead you kind of not really to the poor area. It's kind of like in between middle class and lower class.
Do we pass by the judiciary?
No, this is in the other direction.
Okay, other.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, you guys are you guys are going to the west, which is far away from the judiciary area. Judiciary area. Word salad. Yeah. You guys eventually make it to a pretty nice looking wooden building. You can smell freshly baked bread, if you know what that smells like.
I would probably be familiar with some subspecies of yeast.
Yeah, and I don't know why I asked you if you know what that smells. You literally bake bread in your spare time, but yeah, no.
Scytheless doesn't.
Scytheless, you've been through a couple of towns on your journey here, so you would know what bread smells like.
Yeah.
You smell all sorts of different breads, and you see windows that are like wide open with the shutters kind of turned so to allow sunlight through. Very nice building, very sturdily built.
this is the place. Big Bird Bakery.
Big Bird Bakery.
Yes.
Wow, that is super alliterative. I love that.
Yes, we hire only Aarakocra here.
Is there a particular reason why, or just for
Brand name.
thematic? Oh, very cool.
It is all.
If you don't mind waiting for just a moment, there's something that I told my friend I would do, but I didn't quite get the opportunity.
Oh, sure.
Do you think the judiciary is within view of those clouds over there? I'll just point right up in the sky.
Yeah, you pointed at this, like, you have good sense of direction, so you know it is. He's just like, maybe? I don't know.
All right, cool. I'll tell you what. I'm going to be standing out here for a moment. However, I'll just listen to you as you talk if you need to. I'll be paying attention. I'll just have to do something for just a bit of 10 minutes or so. Shouldn't take long.
Oh,
And
sure.
I'll just kind of like kneel on the ground and start pulling out sort of like spell components and like just a little bit of chalk, and then begin ritual casting Skywrite.
That literally the only time I've ever seen it's been useful. Holy shit.
And
Wow.
I'm just like gonna be glancing up just like in the sky, just kind of like getting like a good point, a good read on like the general direction. And I'll just write Big Bird Bakery, Scytheless.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't see that. There's one small little window in my office.
Someone will see it, and it's right
Someone
above the
will see it.
judiciary. So hopefully, the message is there to see, and I can concentrate on it for up to a day. And so unless I'm
Goddamn.
doing anything else and that drops, I'll be concentrating on keeping that up.
Oh,
Not only that, I just did a perception check. Bevel actually sees that.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
would
looks
have
at-
given Bebel like description, name, all that,
Yeah.
So-
Like Bevel, we just cut to Bevel, and it's like stumbling around, going fucking southward, and it's like, looks up, just kind of exasperated, sees that as, that's convenient. Okay. just starts heading to Big Bird Bakery. We got back to you. Are you waiting after that for anyone to come, or?
No, I'll just be focusing on, just concentrating on keeping the message up, because I don't know how long it'll take for anybody to notice that.
Okay. And the guy kind of looks up at that and is like,
Wow. You can just change the clouds.
Yeah, actually, I think that's the first time I've really used that ability. I haven't really had a use for it, but sure is handy that there's a lot of clouds to use.
Huh. I've never seen that. That is amazing magic.
Thank you. I pride myself on that. Anyway, now that that's taken care of, what did you want to introduce me to your friend Trisar?
Yes. Trisar. Yeah.
Trisar.
he opens up the door.
Trisar, we have one of the Silvari.
And Trisar, you see, is a. I had a fucking name. I literally had a name for it, but I didn't write it down.
His name's Gerp.
His name's Gerp. No, it's another fucking. Cormorant. There we go. Fuck. Bird names. He's a Cormorant Aarakocra. Like, real big built, has some real fucking meaty arms, and he actually has wings, because not all Aarakocra have wings. He has these massive wings that are kind of just folded up behind him. He's wearing like a big white apron covering his body that's covered in different sorts of flour and whatnot. And he goes,
Hello. You should have told
Hello.
me she was coming. We're just waiting outside because I saw you out there. We were just waiting. Yes, I didn't. Felt company.
he goes,
All right. Whatever. Hello. Welcome. My name is Trisar. What is yours?
I'm Scytheless.
Scytheless. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It just smells so great in here.
Yes, we tried our best. Make a or actually, what is your? What are you feeling suspicious at all?
In as much as like these are new people and I'm not quite sure if I can trust them. They haven't, you know, one of them's a little bit awkward and hasn't really, is sort of like following me for a while, which was a little bit off-putting. But other than that, like, it's just only as much as like meeting new people and not
Okay,
really
you make a
sure of
perception
their
check.
intention.
We'll use perception check instead of passive.
24.
24. Okay. You see, Armand, 'cause, like, you're now inside, close the blinds and lock the door.
Oh, are we closing up for the day?
Not quite.
Well, why would you need to lock the door then?
Hold on, Jamie. What's your AC?
Currently 13.
13. Okay, I need to see some things I'm looking through. This thing. Because I probably should have looked through this character sheet before. Okay. Okay, I need to find that. Where is it? Alright. You see, as you're looking back at Armand, you suddenly just get a slash across your chest as the other Aarakocra has just brought up a long sword and slashed you. Roll initiative.
Ah, shit. How much damage was that?
That was, yeah, I forgot to tell you, that is 9 points of damage.
9 point. Okay. 23. Alrighty. Initiative.
Yep, roll
Bonk.
that initiative.
20. Oh, sorry. I'll click on this and then roll it. And then, oh, you just don't have an initiative tracker yet.
Yeah, I'm getting the initiative tracker up. My brain is dying. Okay, there we go. Let me get some tokens out here.
Select. Boom. There we go. And then change this to 20. 20, please. Thank you. There we go.
Add turn.
Good old default guard.
Yep. Hey man, I get what is not copywritten.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you fucking deserve. And 9. And I'm gonna place them. Stop that king! Get out of here! Hey! All right. Yeah, you get slashed across the chest as this guy brings a long sword up and hits you. And I think that's where we're gonna end today's episode because I'm fucking dying.
Goddamn.
With initiative being tracked and readied.
All right. Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Sinus moment.
Yeah, I
Sinus
apologize for the relaxed game today, but you know, I'm
Yeah,
I
dying.
feel like shit. It's good.
It's kind of how the players do it as well.
Yep.
Man, I thought today was a pretty good session. I was really hoping we'd go a bit longer.
Yeah,
Short.
sorry. I'm dead on the inside and outside.
I hate
Mostly on the
you.
inside.
I think D&D's actively working against us.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
always is.
Wait.
It's someone who is, it always is.
Fucking personal problems, then fucking food poisoning, and now a sinus infection for literally the first time in my life.
Getting more than 2 people together at any time drastically increases the, chance of something bad going wrong for one of them.
Yeah. Exponentially harder the more people you add.
Mm-hmm.
The more people
Also,
you add, the harder they fall.
Keegan, have you stopped the
Not
recording?
really.
Not yet. Goodbye, viewers. Goodbye.
Oh.
I know none of you are actually watching.
Yeah.
Avery. Avery. I just
I
gotta
got a
say.
laugh out of that one. I'm coming for you.
Avery, Keegan's organs
you
are still
fucking suck.
free.
I know you suck. Everybody knows you suck. And I guarantee
Among Us.
you've immediately gone to Discord to say fuck you to me.